Missing someone. Missing someone. Missing someone. With all your heart. Missing someone. With heart. How much you miss it.
Hi and welcome to another video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Allie and I'm a young mom to my now 1-year-old son, Grayson. And today I'm going to be just doing a little life update on my Instagram. I asked you guys if you wanted to see a life update or what was in my diaper bag, and the large majority chose life update. I'll do the diaper bag video later on, but you guys just seem far more interested in this. So yeah, I'll just give you guys a little update on what's been going on. I've been getting a few questions in my DMs and just some general things I feel like I haven't exactly caught you guys up on, so I thought I would bring you to speed. Those of you who've been following us for a while know that we usually post Mondays and Fridays, but for a while now I have not been able to get those Monday uploads. I've been pretty consistent about the Friday one, but I've had such a hard time getting the Monday one because it'll be like we post Friday and then Monday comes around and it's like I just posted, and so maybe I'll just need to switch up my posting days. But besides that, there's just been a lot going on, so I haven't been able to film and edit and post 2 videos consistently every week. So right now I'm just gonna commit to the Friday one, and if I'm able to pre-film and maybe just kind of get into a better schedule and routine, then maybe I'll bring back a second video, because I do really like being able to post 2. I think it keeps me more consistent and I'm just able to interact with you guys more, and I do love filming and editing, and it's something super fun for me. So I would love to be able to post more videos. I just need to get on top of my life. So I guess that's kind of moving into the next topic. Why we haven't been posting in specific is because we were taking summer school classes online, kind of how everyone else is, and school has actually started, and I am taking 3 classes, or in the summer I was taking 2. Online classes are really fast paced, so I have to be done with these classes by October, so they're really quick and just have a ton of stuff packed into a short amount of time. And this is my very last semester of college. I can't believe I'm saying that, but after I finish these 3 classes, I'm done. And so I need to do really well in these classes, of course, to make sure that I'm going to be ready for the real world. I kind of hate when people say that. It's we definitely are already in the real world, regardless of whether you're in school or not. I've been able to juggle my classes and filming in the past, but now on top of classes, I feel like I need to be getting on the job hunt, because I'm not sure if I've talked about this in great length on my channel before, but as a career I want to be a therapist, and to be a therapist you need to have your master's degree. And so I have my I almost have my bachelor's degree in psychology, but I need to go to at least 2 more years of school to be able to be a practicing therapist. And that's what I really want to do and what I'm passionate about, and so I don't want to give that up necessarily, but because I do have a child and I'm not just on my own, I do need to take care of him. And so in the meantime I want to get a job, maybe in human resources or something else that you can do with a psychology degree, while I pursue an online grad school degree. And that's another thing that's taking up my time. I need to apply for grad school, find an online program, and get working on that, because I'm almost done with my undergrad. That's also on my mental to-do list. So right now I feel like I just really need to, look for jobs, which it's not especially easy during this COVID time, but I'm trying to maybe they could offer me some sort of remote job, because that's kind of what the world's like right now. So I'm trying to keep my options open, as well as applying for grad school, because at the end of the day, that's what I want to be doing long term. Even though I will be working a different job for a while, where my passion is I want to eventually have patients and clients and help people with their mental health. So fingers crossed that can happen. So that's the long-term goal. But the short-term goal is get a job to help provide for us. Matthew has 1 more year of school because he's on the pre-med track, and when we transferred, his credits didn't transfer over the same way as mine did, so he has more he has to catch up on, as well as prepare for the MCAT, all that sorts of stuff. But he did just get his EMT certification, and so in the next month or so, he'll get an EMT job and he'll start working as an EMT. So in the next few months, our life is actually going to be changing up quite a bit, and I'm not sure if posting is going to be easier then or harder. But like I said, for the time being, I think I'm going to dial it back to 1 post a week, and if I throw in a second one, it'll be like a surprise and like it all works out. So it's kind of just what we're working with right now. So thanks for being patient, and for those who still look forward to our videos every week, I so appreciate you. Another question I get sometimes is, why can't YouTube be my job? And the thing about this is, I don't know how much you know about YouTube. In order for YouTube to pay you, you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 hours watch time. And so right now we don't meet those requirements. And so every video and all the content I put out it's just for fun. It's a hobby and it's something I enjoy doing. And that's also kind of why I can't put more time into YouTube than I would school and getting a job, just because even though it's super fun and I enjoy it, it's not going to pay the bills. And so one day, if we did qualify and meet the requirements and be able to make an income off of it, yeah, I think I would put a lot more time into YouTube, because it would be my career and that would be amazing. But as of now, that's not the case, so I need to kind of prioritize, if that makes sense. I also have some commonly asked questions from people that I just kind of started keeping track of that were in my DMs and that I think that people were confused about. I'm not confused about, just curious, since I haven't addressed it on my channel. One big one is, when are we moving out? I know, question of the century. And of course, like, we want to move out, but you know, we don't have like full-time jobs like Matthew Postmates, and I work retail and not very many hours because I have to take care of Grayson. So us moving out on what we make right now would not be smart, but I put 85% of everything I make into savings. So most of my paycheck doesn't even see me, it sees my saving account. Same for Matthew. And so we're about halfway to our goal. We have a certain number that we're saving to move out, and we're about halfway there. And you know, we could get there sooner if, you know, I do get a salaried job. But as it is, we're just trying to work and put every little thing we have towards that goal. So eventually, hopefully sooner rather than later, we'll be able to move out and have our own place, which would be super exciting for us and is a big goal of mine. Okay, is Grayson still breastfeeding? If so, why? So he is still breastfeeding, and I don't really have any intention to stop right now, just because it works for us and we kind of have a rhythm going. Like, I nurse him before he sleeps, before he naps, and when he wakes up in the morning, and that's it. So I have cut down significantly, but sometimes he still wants to at other times, and I'll let him. But we are trying to supplement it with more food in the day now, rather than just relying on breast milk for nutrition. But there are a lot of benefits to extended breastfeeding. The longer you breastfeed, I don't want to say the longer the better, but like, they still continue to receive benefits if you keep breastfeeding. And I just think it would be harder for me to stop right now, just because it works out for us, and a lot of the time I'll use it to soothe him, or if we can't get him to go back to sleep. And so I don't know what we would do if we didn't have that. I mean, I know I'm not going to breastfeed forever, and eventually we'll wean him off, but as of now, I guess my answer would be we'll wean him off once it gets weird. That's all I got. Just gonna keep going. Someone asked how we've been doing with COVID, or I had a subscriber ask just how we were doing with COVID and just everything that's going on right now. And luckily, knock on wood, not that we know of, we haven't gotten COVID yet. A lot of our friends and family have, but we've somehow avoided it. And Grayson's actually had to get tested for COVID twice, once because he had a surgery and they needed a negative test for him to be operated on, and another time because he got one of his vaccines done right after he turned 1, MMR. Please don't come at me, anti-vaxxers, just doubt that you would, but please, like, respect your decision. Anyway, he got his MMR vaccine and he had kind of a reaction to it where he got like a fever and kind of like hives, which is really normal for this vaccine because they're essentially getting a small dose of like the measles or whatever, and then their body fights it off, so they have an immunity. So I took him to the doctor and he had a fever, and because he had a fever, they just, to be sure, wanted to test for COVID. So they tested for COVID and it was negative, and pretty much if Grayson's negative, you could assume Matthew and I are, just because we're so close to him every day. But yeah, so we've been lucky. We haven't gotten COVID yet. Hopefully we don't. but we are still taking every precaution we can, but while still kind of re-entering the world, you know, and seeing friends and seeing family and all that. That was kind of everything I wanted to catch you guys up on. I know it's not super eventful, but I thought I'd just explain part of the reasons why we've been a little absent, just because of everything that's been going on. But we are getting so close to 1,000 subscribers, slowly but surely. We're almost to 800. I think we're around 790, which is, again, crazy to me. And I appreciate every single one of you that follows along with us, watches our videos. Even if you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing and being interested in our lives and what we do. Anyway, we just appreciate all of you. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Also, give me any video suggestions you have coming up, because that'd be super helpful, and we will see you in the next video. Bye guys.